Hello, my dear friends. How are you doing today? This is Hano, and we are going back to 7 Days to Die, and we're going to go for a new season of Ravenhearst. You remember the mod that used to be so much different from the other ones that we have played? It's probably one of, if not the one that I like the most, but if it's not like that, it's probably one of the best ones available, at least in my opinion. I'm going to say that Ravenhearst it's not a mod for everybody. It's not. I'm not going to talk about being extremely hard, other than just making it different. I mean, most things are gated. It means that you cannot go and do everything right away because you are going to have to take steps in how you are going to build your character. And with all that said, Jax released the 3.0 version a month ago or something like that. And after a few corrections of bugs and stuff, we're currently playing the 3.1.2 version, which came out just a couple days ago. And I gotta say that I've been playing over 100 days in a multiplayer server with my friends in my community, the Shock Gaming community, and it's time to go with a new season of me playing solo. And I'm going to try to minimize the downtime so you guys don't have to watch everything I do. More like actually learn a few things. I'm probably going to post a few other videos like the 5 reasons you should play Ravenhearst, which has been asked by my friends, especially as we are making others come and play with us in the server. I will also make a cooking guide because the wellness part in this mod is so important that you need to know how to optimize how you cook stuff and what kind of materials you can access pretty quickly, like at the start of the game, mid-game, and maybe even later. But that's going to be for another video. So I'm going to start fresh. I'm going to say that this is warrior difficulty, 18-day duration, I mean 18-hour duration for the days, the standard settings, and I'm going to start looking for a place where I will stay at start. I gotta start saying that I just appeared in the snow biome, which is not really that good. I mean, I don't really like snow biome, but let's use the first hours that you have in the game where you're not going to get interruption by zombies. Particularly say that the lumberjacks are kind of tough, and especially when you're starting. So let's get going. So we're gonna go covering the basics. I'm going to do the what every player does at the start, which is, following the starting quests, which are, I gotta say, after the 3.0 version got released, the quest part it's really or it is well made. I mean, you do get the basics on how to play the game or the mod itself, and also, like most other mods, you get 5 skill points when you finish them. So it's probably like a very good way to get the first rank of Sexy T-Rex, which, for experienced players, you're probably going to know already that stamina is crucial in this game. So we're probably going to start with that. So we're going to get the cotton. I mean, we need to get 10 cotton so we can craft our bedroll. Um, it's probably going to just be the basics. I don't know so far which class I'm going to pick. If many people ask me, which class do you recommend? And I always say that most of the classes are balanced, and you are probably going to get access to some things with one class or another. which makes a very big difference. But there is only a few classes that, in my opinion, are completely different in nature that will affect the game at the start. Don't forget that you can always get extra classes by scrapping books and getting those research notes, but don't forget that you still need to have the research table, so you're not going to be able to have a second class even if you have enough research points, those little parchments that you get when you scrap books, until you can build a research station, which is, let me see, I don't really remember exactly, but I am probably going to say, okay, science 4. And if it requires science 4, it means you need to have level 20. Okay, so you're not gonna get the research station until you're level 20. And trust me, in this mod, you're not gonna get level 20 in the first few days. Hell no. It's gonna take you a lot longer than that. So, we're going to focus on a short-term plan first, and for that you have pretty much two choices. You should go with a class that can actually kill stuff quickly enough. Yeah, you're not gonna have great weapons at the start, and that is understandable. But it's I'm probably going to recommend that you go either blades. I mean, blades is really good at mid late game. Not really bad at the start, especially considering that this mod gives you a kukri, which is a special knife that you can get um, just for being that class. So blades is a solid choice. However, I am going to try to do or employ this time. I think I'm gonna go with the archer class. Why? Well, simply because I enjoy, or I'm probably going to give just an opinion here by saying that the repeating crossbow, it's still, in my opinion, the best weapon in the game. Yeah, I know there's people that are going to prefer firearms always, and that's completely understandable. However, the repeating crossbow in mid and late game is just a beast. You get 5 shots of a crossbow that is also powerful. Um, you can fire 5 times before reloading, and that makes a huge difference. Trust me, it makes a huge difference. I know I am not very fond to the firearms, especially since in this mod the overpowered AK-47 rifle got nerfed, and don't get scared about it. The AK-47 is still a good rifle. It's a good assault rifle. But since in this mod Jax made it that you had to increase your class in the amount of points that you have as using a weapon, and also the associated perks that increase the effectiveness of your weapon. So you're not going to go and find an AK-47 and just go and steamroll everything. That's not going to happen, and that means that I have to find an alternative way to do this. So for me, the archer class, it's a really good or a very solid choice. If you're starting in this game, you're probably going to want archer class because, like I said, it will allow you to kill stuff without getting in too much danger associated to the start. Okay. Okay, so we crafted the bedroll. We are going to craft the armor now. I will also recommend that you always put the stuff that you craft the most in the favorite tab, so you can always have your menu with the favorite tab activated. That will lower the lag between the menus, which is, I don't know if everybody knows it, but it's not a problem of this mod. It's a problem with the vanilla version of the game that it actually lags on the menus with so many stuff that has been added to this mod. Okay, so we crafted the entire basic set, which is, I'm not going to say that it's a great set, but it's good for a start. It will allow you to protect yourself a little bit, and don't get me wrong, you're still gonna get hit and hurt a lot at the start. That's unavoidable. But it will also protect you from the temperature. I mean, considering that we started in the snow biome, it's probably going to get freezing. And I know the first day is probably easier considering that you have like a little it becomes a little easier at the start. Like temperature won't change so drastically in the first day probably. Um, but that this basic set will allow you to, go all the way until you can find a few upgrades, which are probably going to find while looting some of the zombos. Okay, so we're gonna go with the wood part of the quest. I have to craft some wood and then craft some sticks. Remember that in this mod you have to scrap the tree logs in order to get the wood. It doesn't work like in the other game mods that you get the wood straight by hitting the trees. In here you get tree logs, then you scrap the tree logs, and when you get the wood from the tree logs, you can scrap them for sticks, which are um, a basic way to get arrows at the start of the game. Later on, you're probably not going to use them anymore, but at the start, they are, I'm going to say essential. And I know that I have already sticks, but I have to craft a few just because the quest asks for it. So I'm going to split 5 wood right here. I'm going to scrap them so it doesn't take very long. If you scrap lots of wood, it's going to take a long time to do that. Okay, and as you can see, as you complete some of the quests, the quest gives you a few rewards as well. Like for example, completing this one gave me the wooden club, which is, yeah, I know it's a horrible club, but at the start when you have nothing else to do, it can, help you kill some Zeds. Okay, let's see, where are we right now? We're gonna craft the stone pickaxe. Oh yeah, this is another variation from the original game, which is that in this mod you don't use the stone axe, the basic stone axe, this one right here, to pretty much do everything. You just use that for destroying boxes, doors, and grab wood from trees. For the stones and stuff, you're gonna use a stone pickaxe, which you can craft it fairly easy as well. Okay, before I go with the crafting of the wooden bow and stuff, I'm gonna select my class. And like I was discussing before, I'm gonna go with the archer class. Put the case on the floor. Remember to use the key and right click on it, otherwise you're gonna pick up that box back up. Okay, let's get this so I can get my crossbow, which is a really good weapon for start. We also get the schematic, which is nice. We got a few bandages, and yes, of course, we also get the two purified waters and on the MRAs, which are the basic way to survive the thirst and the hunger the couple first days. After that, you're probably going to be already looting food, so it's probably not going to be necessary to save them extremely too much. I mean, it will fill almost entirely your thirst and hunger bar, and that will probably mean that you should wait until you're like 10% or something before you actually use them. And I think I see a pig in the distance. That would be nice to get a few meats at the start. Although I gotta say, Ravenhearst, the cooking doesn't work like in the other mods. Like you can't really cook raw meat or the basic boiled meat to actually get a few wellness and fill your tummy up, because in here the charred part of those meats are really bad, like to force you to actually get something better. So yes, we have a pig right there, and we are going to kill him. Hell yeah. That's also gonna give me the basic knife. Look at this crap. Well, that's at least gonna give me some iron, which will be good at the start. I think there's a quest associated to iron. Okay, let's kill that pig. Remember to always shoot them stealth mode first, so you get extra damage. Come here, piggy. Oh, sure, I miss. Oh, one-shotted, that's nice. Okay, since I don't have a bone shiv, I'm gonna have to hit him with a hammer. I mean, with the stone axe, it's starting to get a bone. Come on, give me a bone. Give me a bone. There's a bone. Okay, let's craft the bone shift, which is gonna come a lot handy when we have to, destroy some Zeds. Yeah, I will always advise to every zombie you kill that you actually got him after. You're not going to get a lot of good materials, but the rotten flesh is going to help you make fertilizer later on, and it will increase your skill level, which is still good. So, let's craft the bow. Let's put it in favorites as well, these stone arrowheads as well. We need to craft 3 arrowheads. What the hell I just did? Never mind. Okay, we need 3 of this. Then craft the wooden bow. There we go. And finally craft some arrows that are going to be worthless since I'm using a crossbow. But, well, I think the first quest is that is associated to archer class, it involves using the wooden bow, so it's probably not going to be a total waste. Okay, let's see, where are we right now? Okay, we need iron. For this, we're going to scrap the land claim box. I know there's gonna be people that's gonna say, why are you scrapping your claim box? Because I don't really use it so far, and when I need to move probably stations to another part of the base, I'm probably gonna have enough forged iron to actually do it another way. So right now, it's probably going to be better to just scrap it. I don't use the binoculars either. I don't like them. Goodbye the seeds. I know there is a basic recipe that you can make with seeds. I mean, a food recipe, but I really don't like it much, so I'm probably just going to go with that. Gather raw iron. Okay, we need to actually destroy a few rocks, and well, it's not going to be bad. It will give me some stone, which is going to be good for arrows anyways, so we got 1 raw iron, and we're probably gonna get another very soon. Yeah, stamina depletes so fast in this mod. There we go. Okay. Yeah, in this mod there's also scrap nails, which is um, a material needed to make, the stairs and the basic wooden boxes and stuff. I really don't see the necessity to have that. I guess it's just an extra way to slow your progress. I mean, sure, wooden boxes or wooden frames, I'm sorry, they only required wood in the past. Now it requires a little bit of iron. And I know that there's people that's going to be upset about it because they're going to say, shit, but it was just wood before and now it's also iron. But iron is fairly easy to get, and that's not going to, make a big difference. So I'm going to eat one of these boxes so I can get one of those cans if I find water. And I'm gonna wait for the nails to be made before I move to the next part of the quest. Let's get a few more extra stones in the meantime. I think the window you get with no zombies, it's 4 hours if I'm not mistaken, maybe 5. And we start at 7 a.m. so we are pretty close to that time now. I'm probably gonna just wait and see. I don't see any zombies spawn just yet. There's a town over there to the northeast. Okay. Okay, we got the... Okay, let's craft the wooden boxes. Frames, I meant, sorry. You're gonna craft these things and then you're going to put them down. We're also going to upgrade it real quick. There we go. What do we have now? Oh, I have to grab some coal. Okay. Yeah, I know coal can be acquired from these stones. It's not very fast. I mean, if we could find like a burnt tree, you can probably get coal faster there, but we already got some, so okay, let's build a campfire. Okay, so what's going to be the idea of what we're going to do? We're going to try to find a big town. I mean, I know everybody tries to find big towns, like the very first objective. But I'm going to say that if you haven't seen the um, the best or the 5 tips to actually play the starting part of Ravenhearst, which I totally recommend you do, I'm probably going to say that you are going to go and look for a couple more things than just a big town. For example, it is really important to find at least one crack-a-book building, at least a medium-sized one, so you can actually loot it every 5 days. So many things are gated behind the skill books that you need to find, and that is going to hinder your progress, especially at the start. And I know it's not going to be like a really big deal about it, but I will totally recommend to have at least one medium crack book in the town. Also, I'm probably going to find a place to stay that is close to water, and I'm probably going to go with water later. And you will most likely understand me when I'm saying, because water allows or gives you access to a very good thing, which is fish. And when you get fish, you can actually start fishing stuff, and when you fish, you can get easy food. And let's say you have a pool where you are having your base, or where you are protecting yourself from the night, you can actually fish at night, and it is really simple. Fishing is really simple. I like the changes they made on fishing. I think they made it a lot easier than it used to be before, and I know that many people are going to say, but the fishes or the fishing recipes associated to fish are really not that good, and I have to agree with them. But the thing is that fish will give you access to easy food, especially if you're having a hard time finding it. So it's good. Okay, stone shovel, and I'm probably going to go with the clay quest next, and I think we're closing to finishing this stuff. The spear's gonna go. It's awful. I'm sorry, but I hate this damn spears. I guess I'm too used to how good spears were on Starvation mod. Yeah. Okay, so we have to find clay. And that is probably going to be better to get out of the snow biome, so I don't get the lumberjacks, which are probably going to spawn any time now. Let's see. Let's just head to that town. We're probably going to have to find a place to stay for the night, and that will be necessary to be done very soon. So I'm definitely gonna loot these nests because I can get eggs. I mean, I'm not going to go very deep in how important eggs are in this game, but I'm going to recommend that you save every egg you find. I mean, don't cook them. I know there's a lot of easy recipes that you can do with the eggs, but I'm going to recommend you to not use your eggs. Wait until you can make at least bacon and eggs, which is a good. It's a decent food recipe that will fill you up and give you some wellness back. And I will probably go even half a mile ahead and say, don't even eat those bacon and eggs and save them until you can make bacon and egg sandwiches, because that is going to be so much better than the basic eggs and bacon. But that's all going to depend on how needed or how much is the necessity of you to eat to feed yourself. And I can see there's a black wolf over there, which is not good. They are so fast and so tough that I'm not even going to get close to them. And we have the lumberjacks already. So we're going to start running. I'm going to try to grab a couple more nests on the way and maybe a tree stump or something. But I'm probably going to head to the town because it's already 2 p.m. and I don't want the night to find me. Oh, I just found a baseball bat, which that is nice. I wish I had my friend Q so he could make me a Lucille. But it's not gonna happen in this single player game, so let's just move. I'm probably going to just ignore everything. I mean, zombies. Probably gonna grab clay if I find it on the way. Yeah, I know I can see it in the map and stuff, but I'm just not going to. Just not waste any time and move ahead. I totally recommend that you loot all these backpacks and duffel bags because they have a very wide variety of items that can spawn inside them. Like if you just saw there, I just got a shotgun that is going to come really handy at the start of the game. Especially since I might need to kill some tougher zombies like those white Bertha old ladies. Yeah, I know they are called hungry zombies, I think. But they are universally known as Berthas, so me and my friends just call them Berthas. So we have some Berthas there. And there is that naked old lady that runs all the time. Those are the Berthas. So there's Mirtha and Bertha. It's funny. You gotta say it's funny. Okay, we're gonna go to the road so we can get the Roadrunner buff, which is really nice, especially when you're running. Oh, that guy almost sneaked up out me. Damn, there's clay here. Okay, let's just kill this couple of guys. Yeah, there's not a big deal. Oh, great. I love when I miss. Not even the nervous zombies. Oh, come on. A little rusty here. There we go. Okay, one's that down. Seriously. I think I suck with this crossbow. I'm not going to say I should have picked another class because I would be saying that I can't do this, and I know I can. This guy's tougher. He's gonna take at least 3 headshots. Or 2. Come on, come here. There we go, 3. I wish I could one-shot them, but not so far. Oh, come on. Oh, he's not dead. There we go. Oh, got some boots. That's good. And it's probably better than what I'm using, most likely. Yeah, I always I always destroy the zombies after I kill them because it's a very easy and passive way to increase your blade skill, which is going to come really handy if you switch to blade class later, or I don't know, if you find a katana or a combat axe, which are amazing melee weapons. Okay, let's get the clay and get the hell out of here. I don't think we need that much, we just need 12. Probably gonna grab just a few more so I can craft the forge later. I think it's 50 or something like that. Oh, there's another fella coming. Come here, little guy. Just need to shoot him twice in the face and he's dead. God damn it. What the hell's happening with my aim today? Oh, nitrate. Yeah, nitrate. The power of nitrate, guys. You should save as much as you can. You're going to need it for fertilizer later for your crops. And I am not even going to go on how hard it is to get in this goddamn game. You're probably not gonna mine them for a while, so every little bit you find is going to come in handy later. So as much as you can find, just save it. I'm just gonna go a little bit extra. Yeah, I don't tend to go too far ahead after I'm already at 50 stamina, so I'm just going to... Actually, I just don't want to keep doing clay. Let's see how much I have. 83. Let's just get 100 and get the hell out of here. One more spot and we should be fine. Yeah, I'm just going to destroy that shovel after. There we go, 106 and the goodbye shovel. Okay. Okay, we need to craft cobblestone rocks, 12 of them. And let's keep running in the meantime. Remember to always head to the roads. That Roadrunner buff is really nice, especially when you're running from one place to another. But I am not sure if this is actually a real road. Okay, we got the Roadrunner. Okay, it is just a gravel road that leads to a small town over there. Alright, definitely gonna loot this couple of vehicles in here. And in as far away I can see there's a hostel, which is a really good POI. Has a lot of lockers. Those lockers can have books. And I already spoke about how important books are in this damn mod. Damn, I love it. Yeah, I gotta say it. It is such an amazing mod. We're just going to ignore these guys over here. Okay, the cobblestone rocks are made. I'm going to make the flagstones. Okay, I think we have enough feathers right now. So let's go. Let's make this on the run. Flagstone block. Do it. Let's keep running. Yeah, as an archer class, I have the ability to shoot from far away, which is nice, especially when you're starting. But I think I'm going to miss not having, you know, the farmer class, which allows you to farm. Yeah, being able to get your own crops later on, it's so important. Shit, there's a crow. Yeah, those crows are... They don't really hit that hard, but they are annoying. Where the hell is he? There he is. I'm gonna shoot him down and get the loot from him. And the feathers, hell yeah. I already mentioned that you can't really do a lot of... Oh, there's a deer. There's another shoe. I'm just gonna ignore the deer. Let's just move. It's already 5 p.m. in the afternoon and we need to find shelter. And I hope I can, you know, take a look at all the town before I just settle somewhere. I can see the vendor in the distance over there and I think there's a boxing gym, which is also nice. No, there's a pig over there, but I'm not going to worry about that so far. Let's just focus on taking a look at the town and finding a potential good spot to live before we can just do whatever else. Let's find ourselves a place to stay, and that's probably going to be time for wrapping up the first episode of Season 2 of this Ravenhearst. Let's see, that's apartment building that has a lot of loot. Good POI as well. I'm not going to build on top of it and screw the respawning of that loot. Damn, there's a bear over there. Oh, that garage part. That is such a nasty POI. It has invisible landmines, which is awful. I'm just gonna ignore those guys. Yeah, this town doesn't look too promising. I gotta say that. It doesn't look too promising. Just gonna go to the vendor. Yeah, coffee beans are good for a couple recipes as well later. All right, guys, I'm just going to wrap it up here. The first episode. We're going to soon have the second one, and we're going on the hunt of our place where we're going to stay. Like I said, I'm going to try to find a place that has at least a medium crag book. Yeah, and I hope that I don't have to travel so many days looking for the stuff. And and after that, hopefully have a water source like really close. I've seen like there is like a dirty water treatment plants, POIs. I've seen that should be very good because it has access to water. And I'm going to wrap it up right here. Um, Next episode, I'm already going to have a prospect of where I'm going to stay. So I save you all the how boring it's to actually run and do nothing. And like I always say, if you like my videos, you can subscribe to my channel. You can have I even activate the little bell icon so you know when I upload the next video. Comments are always welcome. We have a very nice community of Ravenhearst in a private server. So if you actually want to play with us, you can actually do it. There's still slots open for it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Goodbye.